happy to tell you that you'll now be able to use the fixture upload alongside the UI regrading feature, or user interface regrading features, I'll call it, in the admin portal within a season. It was quite a complex thing to work out, really. Namely, we had to work out how to deal with slots, game slots, both in a domestic comp sense and in a home and away sense when you use the two features together. Rather than invent new functionality here, we've kind of leaned into the strengths, I'd say, of both the fixture upload and the UI regrading feature. I'm just going to run through a couple examples, like Ben said, to show you what I mean by some of that. So I will start with a domestic competition here. So I've got a couple of grades that I set up. Fixtures aren't generated yet. I've got 8 teams named teams 1 through 8 for simplicity here. I've also got a fixture upload file that I'll upload initially to establish the fixtures, just 5 rounds for both A grade and B grade here. Not the perfect fixture, but it'll get the job done here. I'll just go and upload that now. Fixture upload 1, let's grab the right one. Generate. All right, first thing, notice that the regrade teams button is still there. Normally we'd take that away from you at this stage, right, in the season. Also notice that if I go to allocations game slots, there are still no slots available for these grades. This will continue to be the case when the fixture upload is used. No slots will be established initially if I've uploaded a fixture initially for that grade. And if you created a fixture in the UI, just via the normal fixture generation process, and slots did exist, they'll continue to be deleted once you use a fixture upload. So all allocations will be as per the fixture upload file, just as per normal. So nothing new there. I'm going to jump into just the A grade here and see the fixture that I've uploaded here. The regrade round, I'm going to go into a UI regrade now. It's going to be from round 2 here. Notice that round 1's in the past. I'm not going to go and update the game results here just to keep this moving, but you can imagine what that would look like if I did. So I've got my 5 rounds here, all falling on Saturdays.
So Gaz, just to set this up a little bit more, you've uploaded a 5-round fixture for both those grades that you talked about before, and you've done it in the past. Obviously, the first round has been played, and now you've got 4 future rounds for both your grades. Is how you set this up so far.
Spot on. Yep. So let's go regrade teams. See what happens here. I'll just keep this simple. I'm going to move teams 5 and 6 from B grade into A grade, regrading from round 2 there. Confirm. Okay, finish. I'm going to go back to A grade here, and let's talk about what's happening. So by using the UI regrade feature here following a fixture upload, we've actually created the unallocated game slots and aligned the games to these slots. So it's important to remind you all here that this is a domestic competition. So we've done all that behind the scenes, really. When you look at this fixture, it might be just a little bit jarring to see that the upcoming games are unallocated now. But again, just stressing that this is a domestic competition, and games are usually played at the same location and times each week, right? So I can easily now, with the next thing I'll do is go into my allocations menu, and you'll see that those 4 slots for those 8 teams across 2 grades are now available to me. So I can actually go in here. Yeah. And I can allocate these slots. I'll just do it across a couple different grounds, hit update changes. So go through, and let's just go back to that A grade for sake of example, and you can see how I've got 11 a.m. across 3 different grounds at the BF venue for all upcoming games in that fixture, now that I've done that regrade. So hopefully that makes sense. And like Ben said, I could keep going back and forth. I could do another fixture upload to add more rounds, do another UI regrade. We don't have a limit on the number of times you can go back and do this. We're just following the logic that we've implemented here. Rather than spend more time on the domestic, though, I want to keep us moving because we've got other things to show you all. And I just want to talk through what happens in a home and away competition.
Yeah, great.
So again, I've got 2 grades. We've got 8 teams in a home and away competition season here. I've got a fixture upload file to get that initial fixture established. Let's go and upload it. Number 3. Okay. All right. So home and away comp, just to remind you all, fundamental difference here. We don't have game slots under the allocations menu. So that's not a thing. If I go into one of the fixtures I've uploaded, I've set this up the same way where I've got round 1 in the past. It's finalized to simulate, regrade from round 2 in this case. I've got 5 rounds in total. And I am going to do something similar just to show you what happens here and focus on the differences between domestic and home and away. I'm going to actually move, again, teams 5 and 6 into A grade in this home and away competition. When I hit update changes, you'll see this new time slots menu create that shows up the screen. You might notice that you get the same screen when you're adding teams into a home and away grade via a regrade, and you end up with a new slot or slots that need to be defined. So we've kind of leaned into that capability here, and I just want to show you what happens. I'll just go and set Saturday.
The reason why you've got 3 slots in the men's A is because you've got 6 teams and therefore 3 games in each round. And the reason why you've got 1 slot in men's B is because you've got 2 teams and 1 game in each round. And therefore, we are asking you the thing that we always ask you, to tell us what time you want every game in that home and away sense. What time do you want it? We're going to use your team's primary playing surface to allocate to the venue and playing surface, but we need to know what time you want these things on.
Thanks, Ben. Yeah, everything that I've said before was in that fixture upload file in terms of those allocations. So we'll just align all of our games in these 2 respective grades to the home playing surface or the of the home team, the playing surface of the home team, as well as these slots that I will be now submitting. So I'll let this run. I'll finish. I'll just focus on A grade again here. I've set the home grounds up for these teams to align with the team name to keep this very simple. So ground 5 is team 5's home ground, ground 6 is team 6's home ground, etc. And you can see that those are set correctly here for those 5 rounds. If you UI regrade again, the slots will be subject to whatever changes you make during the regrade. If you fixture upload it again, the slots will be deleted and allocations will be as per the file that you upload, and then you can UI regrade again, define the slots again. Again, there's no limit to what you can do in terms of going back through that process, but that should give you a good idea of what we've done here.